Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens today. Try and get all these streams going at the same time so that maybe I can even see the chats on all of them. And that would be great. Hi, hi. I'm going to get started here in a second. If you are antsy, feel free to, be antsy. And yeah, so tonight I'm going to play songs about my political opinions. And if you like them, please feel free to donate money to the Organization for Women's Freedom in Iraq, because today is the 18th anniversary of the beginning of the Iraq War. Oh my goodness. 18. That's insane. It makes me feel very old and tired. And, that's a thing. But it's not a thing that the recruiters tell you when you enlist. I'll tell you that. So I'm going to get started in a second. But if you want to share this stream on Facebook or YouTube, it's public and it will stay public. I think I'm going to let it stay up after I'm done also. But, I would really like to actually see some love getting shown to the Organization for Women's Freedom in Iraq. Yeah, and so since I'm old, my eyes are bad. I can't see all the comments at the same time. So yes, it is crazy. Hi, Kirsten. Wow, holy shit! You never know who's going to show up on these streams, huh? It's good to see you. And let's see. I've got a couple of different streams going on the Facebooks, and I've got one going on the YouTube and one going on the Instagram. And I'm going to try and keep up with all of them. But apparently, this is what we do when we're in the future. While I tune, I will let you continue to get a chance to get cozy. I'm not going to play a super long, bunch of songs, but I am going to play some, probably a few, several few. And instead of drinking as I used to do on this anniversary, I'm not going to drink whiskey today. I have decided. So yeah, here's to not drinking whiskey and singing songs instead. And yeah, if you're out there in either part of the internet, in any of the parts of the internet, and want to say hi, I would appreciate that, because otherwise I can't tell who you are. You're just a number. Actually, on Instagram, I can tell who you are. Hi. But yeah, this is a weird world where I don't get to know who's watching. So if you want to lurk in the shadows, fucking lurk in the shadows. If you want to announce yourself, also do that. And then I can feel like we're hanging out, which is nice. I'm not vaccinated yet, so this is how we hang out. Although I have heard that the VA is opening up the vaccinations to everyone, which is exciting. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start playing songs, because the thing is, all right, well, no, actually, first I'll say, I decided kind of at the last minute to do this stream because it was, I don't know, I sort of feel like everyone's streaming these days and we're all burnt out on our screens, but I really wanted to be able to do something to be part of the solution, since I was definitely part of the problem in the military. So on today, the 18th anniversary of the beginning of the Iraq War, if you would like to Support the people who have suffered most from that war. Please donate to the Organization for Women's Freedom in Iraq, which is OWFI Iraq, OWFIraq.org. And yeah, and just hang out. And I'm going to play some songs that have some political opinions in them. And yeah, let's all just go to our rooms and think about our empire, shall we? Great, cool. The system isn't broken, it's working just the way it was designed. It's meant to make you feel like you're losing your mind. The system isn't damaged, it's working just the way it was programmed. It's meant to make you so busy you forget you're being scammed. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. He'll promise you a cure, but he'll leave you hurting. All the pearls you make go straight to the swine. The system isn't broken, it's working just fine. The system isn't broken, it's working just the way it was planned. It was only ever meant to work for rich white men with land. You don't have to believe what I'm saying, just look who's doing more cha-ching, cha-ching, and go ahead and follow the dollar signs. The system isn't broken, it's working just fine. The system isn't broken, it's working just the way it was designed. It's meant to make you feel like you're losing your mind. If you think there's no money for health and education, just look how much we blew on those last 2 invasions. Death is better for the bottom line. The system isn't broken, it's working just fine. The system isn't broken, it's working just fine. That song is called The System Isn't Broken. Shocker? Are you shocked? I'm not shocked. I tend to be pretty literal in my song titling. Yes, I do. It is true. How you doing out there, friends? Are you enjoying your Friday? Oh, hi, Paul. Hi, Facebook people. Hi, Instagram people. Hi, YouTube people. Actually, I haven't checked on the YouTube people in a minute. Let's see if they're out there. It's always fun to find out. YouTube people, are you there? Hello. Oh, hi. You are. Hi. Hey, Franz. Hey, cool. Oh, the YouTube people are talking. Sorry for kind of not seeing you until just now. Let me kind of move this over and get all my chats like situated somehow. I would like to be able to like hang out with you like we're hanging out for realsies. Cool. All right. Songs. So I first started writing songs almost exactly 10 years ago, which is fucking insane to me right now. Because when I first started writing songs and people would ask me, how long have you been writing songs? I'd be like, a year or like a day. And then I would get to feel like all warm and fuzzy because they would be like, oh my God, you just wrote that song. And it's just been like a minute. And I would be like, yes, I'm so precocious. I wasn't. I was just super pent up. And and I that was cool. But now it's been 10 fucking years of playing songs for people, of writing songs and playing them for people. Fucking weird. So one of the first songs that I wrote was this song called The Foreign Policy Folk Song, which was inspired by the foreign policy of not only George W. Bush, but also Obama, and now the most, the recent past one, who I'm not going to say his name because I think he gets paid when we say his name. And also, the current guy who was, in fact, one of the biggest proponents of starting the Iraq War. He was super on board with it, tried to get everybody else on board too. Good old Joe Biden. So, considering the only ones who have profited and benefited from the Iraq War are the Cheney family and perhaps the Bush family, since we know W is now selling his book of portraits of dead soldiers, which is so fucked up in so many ways, right? Super fucked up. Cool. Glad we're on the same page with that. I figured now is a good time to bring back the foreign policy folk song as it continues to stay relevant. Hannah's running for president in 2038. Fuck yeah, I'll vote for you, Hannah. I think you're out there. I think you're on this screen. Camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two. All right. On that uplifting note, so you're our brave new leader. You're gonna run our country. Before you get started, there's something you should know. We've built a reputation to take over every nation. And if they try to stop us, we'll bomb, 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 bomb their country. Just bomb their country. Just bomb their fucking country. Kill all of their children and destroy their infrastructure. Just bomb their country, put holes in all their history, then take all of their resources and bomb, 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 bomb their country. Now you might think this tactic is a little bit misguided, and that your loyal citizens will certainly deride it, but just say it's liberation, it's for their own protection, and while they're all protesting, we will bomb, 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 bomb those countries. Just bomb their country, just bomb their fucking country. Kill all of their children and destroy their infrastructure. Just bomb their country, put holes in all their history, and take all of their resources and bomb, 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 bomb their country. Now don't you ever worry about no double standard. Nobody back home will care just where our troops have landed. And if anybody notices we've never been invaded, just go ahead and say it's 'cause we bomb, bomb, bomb all those countries. Just bomb their country, just bomb their fucking country. Kill all of their children and destroy their infrastructure. Just bomb their country, put holes in all their history, then take all of their resources and bomb, 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 bomb their country. Now if anybody questions all these actions that you take, remind them that their freedom is certainly at stake. There is no other option for peace and harmony. To make the world more safe, we have to bomb, 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 bomb some countries. Just bomb their country, just bomb their fucking country. Kill all of their children and destroy their infrastructure. Just bomb their country, put holes peoples and all their history, then take all of their resources and bomb, 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 bomb their country. Just throw them all in prison and then bomb, 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 bomb their country. Foreign policy folk song. Hey, sweet. Okay, so apparently on Facebook there are some streaming issues. Thank you for letting me know, Hope. YouTube, are you having streaming issues or is it kind of going all right? Is the stream streaming? If everything's okay on Facebook or on YouTube and Instagram, those are also options. You can check my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EmilyYatesMusic or at Emily Yates Music on the Instagram. And you can find me there. And yeah, YouTube is streaming good for you. Cool. So Facebook people, if you're having trouble, try the YouTube or the Instagram, depending on which direction you like your image. Because I think I'm backwards on. No, I'm backwards on both. Neat sauce. Love being backwards, but I'm right side. I'm right side forward over here. Who the fuck even knows? Anyway, here we are. So that song was called the Foreign Policy Folk Song, and it has stayed relevant since, what year did I write it? 2012. That's how long it has been since I wrote that song. 3 administrations now of the same foreign policy. How about that? So when your friends say it's like we're seeing the same thing from both administrations, you can say yes, instead of saying, well, what would you prefer? The fascists? Because no, of course we would not prefer the fascists. Fucking of course not. Not mirrored on YouTube. Okay, cool. Well, hey, I'm sorry that the comments are a little bit delayed, so we're going to have a fun little delayed reaction. And again, for Facebook friends joining, if you're having a hard time following the stream, hop on the YouTube or the Instagram. And join, if you're just joining us, I am raising funds. I'm hoping to raise funds for the Organization for Women's Freedom in Iraq, even if it's just like $5 friggin', even if it's like $1, any number of dollars for the people of Iraq, whose country we invaded and occupied and are still occupying. Okay, so speaking of occupations, let me switch on over. All right, so recently I don't know if you have been following the podcast that I have been doing with Sarah. I think I'm actually streaming from that page as well. I think I was clever enough to figure that out. We're about to do 2 episodes in a row on the TV show MASH, which we both got obsessed with recently, due to its continued also relevance. Yo, if you grew up in the era that MASH was on TV and you did not tell like everyone you know that it was an anti-war show. I don't even know, like, how was that show the most popular show like on TV for so long, and still somehow managed to not get the point across that war was bad. Klinger is your hero. Awesome. Well, so since we've been obsessed with MASH, I've also been obsessed with the MASH theme song, which is a really beautiful song. Klinger is kind of my hero too, now that I think of it. I super relate to Hawkeye, you know, I super relate to him, but I don't necessarily feel like he's my hero. Yeah. So, but I do, because I feel like the great thing about that show, which we're going to talk about on the podcast, which is called What Folk, in case you don't know, and it comes out on all your streaming platforms every 2 weeks on Wednesday, on What the Folk Wednesday. And we're going to be talking about this, but one of the biggest things about it is that I feel like every one of those characters is kind of an archetype of every soldier. It's all of us together. There's a little bit of every character in all of us, is what I'm trying to say, awkwardly. So I decided to learn the song because I fucking watched all 11 seasons, y'all. For real. I watched all 11 seasons of MASH. And I learned the song, and I cannot believe that we went right back to war after that. But in honor of all of the at least 22 veterans a day who take the opt-out, the grand opt-out, this song is, I think, I'm dedicating it to them. That's what I'm trying to say. Words is hard. Through early morning fog I see visions of the things to be, the pains that are withheld from me. I realize and I can see suicide is painless. It brings on many changes. I can take or leave it if I please. The game of life is hard to play. I'm gonna lose it anyway. Losing hand I will one day lay. So this is all I have to say. That suicide is painless. It brings on many changes. And I can take or leave it if I please. The sword of time will pierce the skin. It doesn't hurt when it begins, but as it works its way on in, the pain gets stronger, watch it grin. Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. A brave man once requested me to answer questions that are key. Is it to be or not to be? And I replied, oh, why ask me? Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. And you can do the same thing if you please. Yes, it would take a consecutive 5 days and 9 hours to binge MASH. I didn't binge it all the way in a row. Thank you. Hey, Talia, thank you. Hey, friends out there, still out there. I hope that hope you like that song. I like that song. It's by Johnny Mandel, and I've found out that Robert Altman's son wrote the lyrics to that song. Robert Altman directed the movie MASH, but not the show. Wow. So the conversation happening in the YouTube comments, for those of you who are watching on other platforms, is super interesting. Okay. So Kurt Cobain. Okay, it would take us 5 days, 9 hours to binge MASH. Yes, but you're 5 days and 9 hours closer to Nirvana. Kurt Cobain listed MASH on his top 10 TV shows, so you're not wrong. That's like the perfect. That's what the internet's for. I don't even know if the two of you know each other, but that. Thank you for that moment of zen. So cool. Songs about my political opinions. I got so many political opinions. I've been watching Bob's Burgers a lot lately too, so now I just burst into song about everything. I got political opinions. All right. So MASH got me thinking about, watching all the MASH episodes got me thinking about, all of the ways that we use humor to deal with war and death and trauma, because that show was, of course, a comedy with a laugh track, because you have to laugh at comedy or at tragedy so you don't become suicidal, right? As we have explored. On that note, we're going to get a little bit further down the darkness train in a minute. First, let's go for a light song about war. I was asked to write a song. Actually, I was asked if I had a song about Star Wars about 6 years ago now. And I did not have a song about Star Wars at that time. But I did want to play at that Star Wars themed show because Jamie DeWolf puts on an excellent show, which is now called the Ruckus and Rumpus Revival, I believe. And anyway, so I wanted to play at a show, and so I was like, I'll write a song about Star Wars. But it turns out that I know a lot less about Star Wars than I do about regular wars. So this song, I did some research. I'm all about doing research. You got to write what you know. And so, so I decided to write a song that was, quote unquote, about Star Wars, but really more about regular wars. Oh, I wish I knew more about Star Wars than real wars. I wish I knew more about Jedi than drones. I wish I knew more about Obi-Wan than about the civilians we've recently bombed. Oh, I wish I knew more about Star Wars than real wars. 'Cause when you mention the Force, you think Skywalker. I think of our Air Force exploding Iraq or Afghanistan. And I don't know much about Star Wars, but I think we might be on the dark side. Oh, I wish I knew more about Star Wars than class war. Yeah, I wish I knew more about droids and gentrification. Oh, I wish I knew more about Luke and Leia than about a healthcare plan that screws the single payer. Yeah, that's what we were talking about in 2015, single payer. So we've come a long way, Medicare for all, eat the rich, haven't we? Yep. I wish I knew more about Star Wars than class war. 'Cause when you mention the Empire, you think Darth Vader. I think of our government shamelessly catering to the elite. And I don't know much about Star Wars, but I think we might be the Empire. Now I don't mind if you're a walking Wikipedia. And if you've got trivia dripping right down from your clothes, just ask anybody in the media. These other wars have galaxies. I wish I knew more about that galactic federation than about the U.S. never paying reparations. Yeah, I said it. I wish I knew more about Star Wars than race war. 'Cause when you mention the slave trade, you think Tatooine? I don't know, it rhymes. I think of our prison industrial complex labor machine. And I don't know much about Star Wars, but I think that we still have a slave trade. Now, I don't mind if you're a walking Wikipedia. I really don't mind, and that is a real thing, it's true. And if you've got trivia dripping right down from your clothes, just ask anybody in the media. These other wars have endless episodes. Oh, I wish I knew more about Star Wars than drug war. Yeah, I wish I knew more about clone attacks than crack. Oh, I wish I knew more about Kylo Ren than about marijuana growers locked in the pen. Yeah, I wish I knew more about Star Wars than drug war. 'Cause when you mention a smuggler, you think Han Solo. I think of rich white boys smuggling blow, though, and getting away. And I don't know much about Star Wars. No, I don't know much about Star Wars. Oh, truly, I don't know much about Star Wars, but I wish I knew less about real wars. Don't know much about Star Wars. That's what that song is called. There's a video for that on the YouTube channel. If you scroll around, you'll find it. Thanks to those of you who are out there. If you're out there on Facebook and you're having a hard time with the stream, try YouTube or Instagram. Both of those at Emily Yates Music. Hi, who just joined us? Hi. Hi, all y'all. It's so funny to have all these different screens up, and I honestly don't know. I feel like my computer is probably freaking out because I'm trying to stream from everywhere at once. So if you're still out there, say something, please, because I'm getting a spinning wheel of death on my screen. Okay, cool. Or at least on my computer screen, on my Instagram screen. Hi, on my phone screen, I can still see you. There's no spinning wheel of death on my phone. Cool. The biggest fault of MASH is the misogyny. Yes, I completely agree with you, Sean. Completely agree. It's super fucking misogynistic in a whole lot of ways. And I'm sorry, Facebook people. I'm going to switch over to the YouTube, to looking at the YouTube stream because I'm getting way too distracty faced. Yes, there's a lot of misogyny, and we've talked about that. We're going to talk about that on the podcast on the second episode, because we felt like, even though, you could say, quote unquote, product of its time, you could also say that there was a whole lot of awareness around misogyny at that point. And, if they weren't paying attention completely and we're still playing into it, then, it's not our fault. So the Death Star exploded. I'm happy that the Death Star exploded with the end of that song. About history. Hey, Garrett. Garrett, did you miss the MASH song, or did you just sign on? I played it just a second ago. Sorry if you missed it. All right, so now that we've been having fun playing songs about Star Wars, how about this other less fun song, which I wrote because I was really fucking tired of people thanking me for my service. I was really tired of it. Any other veterans out there who are tired of being thanked for your service? This song is dedicated to you. I wrote this song in 2013, I believe. So yeah, all these songs have stayed relevant. That is my most and least favorite thing about all of these songs. Take that yellow ribbon off your car. Take that waving flag off of your door. Don't act like you understand what we've been fighting for. Take that fake concern off of your face. Take that handshake and just move along. Stop appreciating me for all that I've done wrong. And take that yellow ribbon off your car. You think that I went to liberate, so when I come home you celebrate. But you can't bring back the dead by throwing a parade. So when you... Sorry. So take that yellow ribbon off your car. I don't play this song all the time. If you want to show me that you care, think about how things are over there. We're bombing schools and hospitals, in case you weren't aware. So when you tuck your children in at night, don't tell them it's for freedom that we fight. Let them know that there's a war on, but don't tell them their side's right. And take that yellow ribbon off your car. Don't pay for my meals, don't give me special deals, unless you want to hear all about the way I feel. Don't make me your hero, just lend me your ear, oh, and wipe the tears I cry while I apologize for that goddamn yellow ribbon on your car. That song is called Yellow Ribbon. Dreamed of choking down. Yes, oh my God, that would be amazing. I don't wish harm on anybody except the architects of wars. All right, so I've got a couple more songs I'm gonna play, and then I'm gonna I call it an evening. And thank you all for being here. Those of you who have hung out, and for listening to me play songs about my political opinions. I really appreciate that. If you're enjoying yourself, please donate money to the Organization for Women's Freedom in Iraq, OWFiraq.org. And yeah, like, let's be part of the solution and stuff. So yeah, I observe this anniversary, this anniversary of the beginning of the Iraq War every year, in some way or another. Some years it's just by continuing to be traumatized. And this year I decided to observe it with a live stream. Last year it was going to be with a show, which was which had to be canceled because of the plague, of course, like all the shows that had to be canceled. So I'm going to play 2 more songs for you. One is going to be a song that I did not write, and one is a song that I did write. So this song that I'm about to play was written by a dear friend named Jacob George, who is no longer with us because he is one of the 22 veterans a day who take the great opt-out. And he wrote this song called Support the Troops, and I felt like it was a song that was very important to me. And let's see, I don't even know what key he plays it in. I'm just going to play it in this key. We just need to support the troops. That's what they tell me. Well, this is coming from a troop, so listen carefully. What we need are teachers who understand the history of this country. What we need is a decent living wage so people aren't cold and hungry. What we need are bicycle trails across this beautiful nation. What we need are trees and less PlayStation. What we need is a justice system that seeks the truth. What we need are more books and less boots. What we need is love for every woman and man. From southern Louisiana to the mountains of Afghanistan. Now it's true, the troops need support, the support to come home. We need treatment and jobs and love for the soul. Love for the soul. You see, war ain't no good for the human condition. I lost a piece of who I was on every single mission, and I'm telling you, don't thank me for what I've done. Give me a hug and let me know we ain't gonna let this happen again. Because we support the troops and we're gonna bring war to an end. I said we support the troops and we're gonna bring war to an end. I said we support the troops and we're gonna bring war to an end. I said we support the troops and we're gonna bring war to an end. I said we support the troops and we're gonna bring war to an end. Can't fucking play that song without fucking it up. I get all distracted thinking about how Jacob would play it better. So yes, I miss Jacob as well a lot. He is with us in spirit. So, and he's probably laughing at me for fucking up his song. So, let's see. Hello, hello, hello. How about, let's see. All right, so that was a really dark and depressing song. How about like a couple of less dark and depressing songs? God, all the songs I can think of to play are dark and depressing. Garrett, I'm really glad that you were able to catch Support the Troops, because I play it for people who knew Jacob, of course. And yeah, and also for me. Actually, before we go back into light and fun, fuck it. I've got the banjo. Let's play this other song that I wrote on the banjo. More songs about war. Woot. So, this song I wrote in a Warrior Writers workshop at an Iraq Veterans Against the War convention. Is this the right key? Sure. And it's called Smoke Break. Go there. Garrett, I will go there for you, bud. You know I will. Songs about the war for other people who were in it. And other people who, people always ask me, what was it like? And so, this is one of those songs that'll help tell you what it was like. It's 10 minutes past daybreak. I already need a smoke break, or else I'll have a mental break and break somebody's face. I just found out that my friend's been blown away. I'm not having a good day, 'cause there's no relief, no release. There's only this pit where all of us can sit, fill our lungs with smoke, fill our hearts with hope. Just crack a couple jokes as we burn a couple smokes, then go back to war. It's 10 minutes past noon, and I think I'm gonna swoon from the heat inside this tent that feels like a cocoon, and the whistle of a mortar overhead reminds me that I could have been dead. 'Cause there's no relief, no release. There's only this pit where all of us can sit, fill our lungs with smoke, fill our hearts with hope. Just crack a couple jokes as we burn a couple smokes, and then go back to war. It's 10 minutes past midnight, and I'm finally feeling alright. The tip of my cigarette glows with an orange light, and now I hear a mortar's hit our smoking pit, but that still won't make me quit, 'cause there's no release, no relief. There's only this pit where all of us can sit, fill our lungs with smoke, fill our hearts with hope. Just crack a couple jokes as we burn a couple smokes, then go back to war, and then go back to war. That song's called Smoke Break. It was inspired by a poem by my dear friend Nate Lewis. In a Warrior Writers Workshop. So Warrior Writers is a fantastic organization, which is probably responsible for multiple of my songs, honestly, if I really think about it. All right. So, one more, two more. What should I do? I don't play shows these days, so this is the closest thing I come. My upstairs neighbors are being very considerate and not doing laundry or even like watching TV, I don't think, up there while I play. So I want to be like super appreciative. Oh, hi. Oh, man. Hi, friends. Hi to all the friends out there in all the places. All right. How about a song about zombies? Why not? 5 more. 5 more. We'll do more soon. I'm going to do one more live stream. I'm going to do one more next month. And then there's going to be a large change in my life, which is that my name is changing first and last. And those of you tuning in right now know that. And those of you who've been listening to the podcast know that. The rest of the internet doesn't know it yet. But I'm done being Emily Yates, y'all. Emily Yates is tired, figuratively and literally. And so yeah, new name, new me. The last Emily Yates live stream will be soon. Stay tuned. I'm excited. All right, so zombies, they're among us. The right side hates the left side, and the left can't stand the right. All our politicians seem to want to do is fight. Back and forth we go about the way things ought to run. We better hope we find some common ground before the zombies come. I didn't tune my banjo correctly, but you know what? Now it just sounds like a banjo, I guess. Each of us will have to take a big, deep breath and learn to work together or die a gruesome death. Zombies just can't tell between a blue brain and a red. No, politics don't mean a thing to the walking dead. When the zombies come, we all will be eaten alive. We can't budge an inch to help each other while we're living, so only the undead will survive. With machetes at the ready, we could all stand side by side as all the zombie masses we dismember and divide. In a show of unity like you've never seen, we'll decapitate those bastards as a team. When the zombies come, we all will be eaten alive. We can't budge an inch to help each other while we're living, so only the undead will survive. Imagine, if you can, with me, a best case situation where my banjo's in tune. Hey, humanity uniting to avoid annihilation. Haha, If we quit our bitching at each other, we'll have luck until the polar ice caps melt, and then we're all still fucked. When the zombies come, when the zombies come, we all will be eaten alive. We can't budge an inch to help each other while we're living, so only the undead, that's right, the undead, only the undead, you heard me say undead, only the undead, give me your best undead, come on, we gotta blend in, only the undead will survive. Whee! All right, one more song. Sorry, my banjo was out of tune for like half of that song. I was talking to you. I got distracted. So 10 years ago, almost exactly to the day, I wrote this song called Try Not to Be a Dick. And I wrote it for myself, really, because I had not played music in front of people yet at that point. I was just writing songs for myself, like I'm still technically doing, really. And yeah, and I put it up on the internet and it went tiny viral. And I was all like, hey, maybe I'll keep playing songs. So yeah, thanks for everybody who has sung along to this song over the years and who has shared it and appreciated it and reminded me many, many times that I have written it. and yeah, thanks to everyone for keeping me accountable. Here it is. Maybe I can even remember the OG version. Who knows? Hannah covered. Yes, I saw Hannah cover it. Hannah did cover it, and she did a great job. I appreciate. Okay, cool. Here we go. You ready? I'm ready. Fucking let's do this shit. Sing along at home, because I know you know it by now. It's been 10 goddamn years. In 20 odd years of living, I had the chance to learn some of life's lessons, like when you go outside, wear pants. I'd given quite a bit of thought to our statutes and laws, but there's one simple principle that supersedes them all. It's try not to be a dick. Cover your mouth when you sneeze so others don't get sick. Stay out of the fast lane if you are driving slow. It won't always be easy 'cause other drivers suck, I know. Just try not to be a dick. When you stand on the escalator, would you please step to the right, so that if I need to pass you, we won't have to fight. The concept's pretty simple. A child could comprehend that you should turn your blinker on before you round the bend, and try not to be a dick. Cover your mouth when you cough so others don't get sick. Stay out of the slow lane if you want to pass. I'm here to take it easy, man, so please stay off my ass. Just try not to be a dick. Now, I've written a fucking lot of extra verses for this song over the years. Some of them stay relevant. Most of them do, actually. This was one that I actually wrote at the beginning of the last presidency. Given recent events, it remains relevant. So, if you're a white supremacist, sit the fuck back down. If you act like a Nazi, you might get punched in the mouth. And if you're a white liberal, You might not think you're racist, but we say and do some fucked up shit on a pretty fucking regular basis. Just try not to be a dick. Don't hate on the Muslims or the Jews or the Sikhs. Don't judge other people for the color of their skin. And if they are a refugee, well, god damn it, let them in. Just try not to be a dick. That's my basically idea for foreign policy. As far as I'm concerned, our foreign and domestic policy should basically just be to try not to be a dick. And then the rest of the world would like us a lot better. Probably we would not have to defend our government to everyone that we talk to. And I don't actually do that. I don't defend it. Anyway, we could go down the rabbit hole, but instead, I'll just say this song has regularly, I've regularly been told, people come up to me and they say, Emily, don't be a dick. And sometimes it's because I am being a dick, I will say. That's real. But often they're referring to this song and I'm like, you're forgetting the key word, which is try. The key word is not dick. The key word is try. So if you're one of those people, as all of us can be, kindly take a minute and just lend your ear to me. You don't have to be perfect, neither do I. All that we can really do is give it a try. Just try not to be a dick. Cover your mouth when you sneeze so others don't get sick. And stay out of the fast lane if you are driving slow. It won't always be easy 'cause other drivers suck, I know. Just try not to be a dick. It's true, just try not to be a dick at work. Try not to be a dick or at home. Try not to be a dick in your car. Try not to be a dick or at the bar. Try not to be a dick. Does everyone get it? Yeah, try not to be a dick. Sing along at home to your children. Try not to be a dick. One more time with feeling. Try not to be a dick. Thanks, friends. From the safety of our own homes. I am really, really glad to have hung out with you this evening. If you've enjoyed anything that you've heard, please donate money to the Organization for Women's Freedom in Iraq. And, just do that regularly because, we're not the good guys there. It's been 18 years of not being the good guys in Iraq. Actually more than that if you count the first war. So yeah, let's all try not to be a dick to Iraq. How about that? And to every other country too, Afghanistan and all the other places. Let's just keep trying to not start new wars. How about that? Love you all, and I will hopefully see you again soon for the last Emily Yates live stream next month. Love you all. Bye.